Hello Pisces and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now this is a general reading for all of my Pisces out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe, as that'll help me to pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now all of the decks that I'll be using today are shown here on my table, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase each one. And I do also offer personal readings if anybody is interested, so the link to my Etsy will also be listed below. All right, just a couple of announcements before I begin. So I do have fur babies, which you will come to find out the longer that my channel goes on. And if you hear anything weird in the future or during this video, it might be them just, doing what cats do. For all of my cat owners out there, you know what I'm talking about. And one of them, my youngest, actually has really bad allergies. So you might hear some sniffling, some snortling, whatever. And it's really sad. So if anybody has any suggestions for natural remedies or medications that would be good for a young cat with allergies, please let me know in the comments below. That would be so helpful. And also, as you can tell, the camera angle has been lifted a little bit because I've gotten some feedback from you guys that you couldn't see the shuffles when I was doing them, and that's kind of disappointing because when the cards fly out, it is very interesting to see, and it also shows that I'm not actually doing it myself. So that being said, if anybody has any words of wisdom, comments of positivity, or any suggestions, please put them in the comments below, because my channel is still blooming and budding, and that would be so helpful and so appreciated. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get into your mid-month check-in. The first deck that we're going to be using is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. I love this deck because it has beautiful artwork on the front of the cards, and on the back of the cards is the description, which makes them a lot easier to use. Also, please let me know if you guys can see everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm showing, because since I can't see while I'm recording, it is, I'm still trying to figure out where everything is in the camera space, so. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So what do we have for Pisces for their mid-month check-in? Anything that you would like to say to Pisces for mid-month check-in? One at a time, please. Thank you so much. Anything else for Pisces? Oh, wow. This one came out already. Turned around. All right. So we have Surrender, Our Ancient Future, and Air Paradigm Shift. First, we have Surrender. This has come up in a few different readings as well. I really hope you guys can see these. Here's the back. Please feel free to pause if you'd like to read. Again, let me know if you guys can see these. It's kind of hard to gauge where everything is. Surrender. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. Rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity to flow don't seem to be... Hold on, let me read that again. Rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. Using this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the mysteries reveal themselves. So universe is saying right now, as hard as it can be to do so, and it's very much easier said than done for a lot of us humans, it is time now to surrender. You're in this stagnant survival energy, and it's time for you to release that. it's very hard for us to surrender to the universe, because that means that we have to also surrender to the unknown and not being in control. And our ego is the one that wants to be in control all the time when it does not have to be. So again, surrendering now is going to be most helpful to you, especially when it comes to manifesting, because not only does that give the universe an in to help you manifest, but it allows you to clear that stagnant energy and to replace it with better, more positive energy, trusting energy, and that will allow things to manifest for your life so much quicker. Okay? Our ancient future. Oh, this one's so pretty. This one's on the box. Here's the back. An ancient remembering is emerging. Seed crystals and the knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. Those who see a better future are not just dreaming. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift the paradigm into balance. This card is imbued with activations, and you are being showered with blessings in preparation for a transformation. It may be turbulent at times, but you will grow and heal through the coming journey. You can navigate a situation you have no experience with by being truly present. Integrity and intuition will guide you. So, with us being amidst the Great Awakening right now, there is a lot of ancient knowledge and energy that is being activated within us and without us that we're picking up, okay? And that is thoroughly going to help you with not just surrendering, but navigating through all of these situations in your life, okay? Knowing that you are going through a transformation and surrendering and allowing it to happen, even though facing the shadow parts can be quite tumultuous sometimes, it's not meant for that, and it's not meant for you to look at it that way. It's meant for you to gain that knowledge that you've been lacking and take that with you to move forward in your journey right now. Embrace that ancient wisdom, embrace that knowledge, because that is going to be such a powerful activator with so many things in your life. And being comfortable with surrendering and being comfortable with getting in touch with your intuition and doing these things to better move forward. Okay? And finally, air, paradigm shift. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Here's the back. This is a time of tremendous change. We just said that. And the speed of our evolution is increasing exponentially. We can build energetic sovereignty, inspire others, connect dots, and receive and share the knowledge and tools needed for transformation. As we wake up, we can't help but awaken those around us. It may start with an inquiry on what this fresh, new, and long-awaited breath in is all about. An expansive being holds a tiny heart-shaped seedling. When the foundations we build on come from a place of love over fear, we will see huge positive changes in the world. We can start with ourselves. So, someone once told me to ask myself this every day. Every day ask yourself, am I acting out of love or fear? And if it's the latter, you need to change your perspective, because fear-based is not surrendering. Fear-based is wanting to take control of everything because you're afraid that if you don't constantly have that control, that something's going to go awry. But that's not true. That is not true. When you accept the paradigm shift and you accept the surrender, these energies can come through so much more smoothly. We are going through an awakening process, and this transformation is happening very, very swiftly for a lot of us. And when we allow ourselves to surrender to this paradigm shift, to surrender to this transformation with this awakening, we not only plant a seed in some, but others, we help them to grow with us and to transform with us, because everybody is on a different part of their spiritual journey right now. Everybody is in a different part of their growth and transformation. But when we do these things, we inspire people to do the same. We inspire people to surrender. We inspire people to be comfortable with this shift, with this change, and be comfortable within themselves enough to trust themselves. And it becomes a symbiotic relationship. It becomes a thing where it's a beautiful give and take, because the more that other people do that, the more that you'll be inspired to do that as well. And it will be a cyclical thing. All right, the next deck that we are going to use is Wisdom of the House of Night. And I think that I was drawn to this deck intuitively because it is spooky season. We are almost at Halloween. It is crazy how this month is already flying by, isn't it? I also have my little dragon's blood Scully here. If I am wrong, please correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that that's what she is. And if you notice, this deck is a lot darker in regards to the color and the art that is within it. Not the vibes, though. Everything is positive vibes, but this has a very witchy feel, and I love that, especially because we are so close to Halloween. So I think that that's really fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get some cards for our Pisces for mid-month check-in. Anything for Pisces? Mid-month check-in. Anything else? I'll do 2 more shuffles and then that's it, because this deck has been kind of resistant with me. Like, it has a lot of good energy, but the resistance has been very uncanny. All right, bottom of the deck, High Priestess of Water. Very powerful energy. And of course, water energy represents flowing, letting energy flow. Trapped. Ooh, this is interesting. But it definitely goes with this reading, Pisces. Number 34, let's check it out. My dear sweet child, do you feel as if you are trapped in your life right now? Do you sense that you cannot do what you really want to because others have expectations that you may not be able to fulfill? Do you feel as if you will never get what you want or go where you want to go? Have patience, for you truly are in a temporary prison that exists in your mind. Your circumstances, no matter what they are, will change, and you will be free to experience the life you wish to lead. In these times, dreaming is the best antidote, and of course, patience. Consider the story of the half-raven boy trapped in conflict until he finally follows his heart. Trust in me, for I will show you when the cage doors open so that you can fly free. So universe is trying to bring light to the fact that you are trapped within yourself right now, Pisces. And a lot of that, I have a feeling, has to do with this unwillingness to surrender. Of course, I'm sure that it has to do with other things and other circumstances as well. But I believe the relevance of this, what I'm being told the message that I'm being told to give you here is a lot of this being trapped in your life is coming from your own mind, and being trapped in this control mechanism that you have going on right now, instead of releasing that and surrendering to the universe. The biggest part about this here is that surrender, and when you do that, you'll start to become freer and freer with every waking moment of every day. But the more that you resist that, the more trapped you're going to feel. And the more your circumstances are going to weigh on you, because you are trying so hard to control every facet of your life instead of just letting things happen the way that they're supposed to happen, so that transformation and that paradigm shift can happen for you, so that you can grow out of these circumstances and these archaic and stifling ways of thinking. So this trappedness that you're experiencing is first and foremost coming from your own mind. Because remember, manifestation starts with thoughts, which then become words, which then become actions. So remember that. And remember that those thoughts and you being trapped in your head because of this unwillingness to surrender is going to affect what happens all around you. Excuse me. It's going to happen. It's going to affect everything that happens around you. So please remember that and do your best to get yourself out of this headspace, because that's not going to be healthy for you in the long run, and it will serve you so much better to break free of that cage that is your mind and to surrender to all that is happening right now, to the change, to the shifts, to the universe, and just let things flow the way that they are supposed to, because everything happens for you, not to you, and at the end of the day, it is for your highest good. Okay, Pisces? And last but not least, we have seen this deck before, one of my favorites, Messages from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get some advice for my Pisces. What would you like to say to Pisces to close out their reading? Yeah, there's a lot of good energy in here. Let's just keep on shuffling. Any specific advice that you would like to share with Pisces about their situations right now? Yep. One more shuffle. Anything else? Bottom of the deck. You're being given a chance to do something over. What will you do differently? Maybe it's about being in this mindset, Pisces. Whatever that means for you, take that how it resonates, as I always say, but I think you know what that's about. Spend some quality time in meditation. Meditation is a wonderful practice simply because it helps you to free yourself from that mind space. It helps you to quiet those parts of your mind and to just sit and be and to get the messages that you need to receive. Or maybe not at all, just again to get yourself out of this unhealthy mind space that you're sitting in right now, Pisces. Okay? So for some of you, that's what it's going to be, and it's just going to release you from that. And for some of you, it's not just going to release you, but it's going to allow you the messages that you need to hear to help you to get through these shifts and to help you move forward in the near future. Okay? The situation is unhealthy. Yep. Yes, it is. Being in that negative space in your head, being all up in your ego, and, being in this place of negativity in your mind is not serving you right now. And the universe will not stop telling you that. Okay? So it's time for you to get out of this. It's time for you to get out of this so that you can move on. Okay? And your person is struggling right now and needs your compassion and understanding at this time. So that, I believe, is only going to apply for a certain few of you, but some of you, in the midst of this situation, you are also dealing with a person. And although you feel like because your circumstances are so tightly wound around you and it's causing you to feel this trapped feeling, you don't feel like you can give as much to this person, but they are struggling right now as well. And it would still be a good thing to do your best to bring forth some of that love and compassion and understanding for this person, so that they also, not only will they know that you're going through something very similar, so they're not alone, but when you give this energy to somebody, it also allows for them to give that back to you and be more willing to give that back to you when they see, oh, this person is going through something, but they can still be here for me as well, and I'm not alone, and you know, I need to let them know that I'm there for them too. It will go hand in hand, and that might be one of the driving forces that you need to push yourself forward and to get yourself out of this trapped mind space. Being there for somebody with no strings attached and with not expecting anything is what's going to bring forth that energy, and getting that love and compassion and understanding and energy will not only do the same for you in regards to reminding you that you're not alone when you're going through something, and that somebody is always going through something that you don't know about, and vice versa, but it will allow that energy to come back to you. And I think that's what you need right now. Okay? All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you for your mid-month check-in this month. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again at the beginning of November, all right? Bye-bye.